Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Gabe Loves Makeup and I hope everybody is doing great today because I am. Because can I tell you that I just got something in the mail and she's a little special. I feel, I bought from Chanel many times, but I just have never bought an actual blush and eyeshadow from Chanel and a lipstick from Chanel. So I'm very, very, very excited to open up this little box with you. And then so we can go on to a little makeup. But before I open up the box, because since it's eyes and lips and it's cheeks, we're gonna like hold off on this. So I'm gonna open this up in just a little bit. So let me get ready first and then we will go into this. But I'm so excited about this today. So we're doing a full face of Chanel. I have my, we're gonna do a little bit of the Blanc oil. I'm gonna go ahead and start. So I hope everybody's doing good. Today is Monday. Actually, I just got this in the mail. And as soon as I got it, I wasn't gonna film today. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna film today. And then Chanel said, oh, it'll be here tomorrow. So I was like, okay, well then I won't get to film it today. And then all of a sudden it, FedEx sends me a thing and says, okay, well, it's here. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's great. So I'm like, so it was on its way today and they just dropped it off at my door. So I'm like, oh, yay, okay. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Blanc Rosy drops in here. I'm not wasting any time today. I'm getting right into it. I love it. So awesome. I'm so excited about this. So, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of the Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. I also have this Sublimage in the cream. I have it in the cream. I can't wait for it to come out in the actual liquid. I hope we get it in the States. I know that overseas they have it and I can't wait to get it. But I'm gonna take a little bit of my Beauty Blender. I'm not gonna really add any oil or anything to it because we just did a little oil. And I'm just gonna bounce a little bit of this over my skin. But anyway, no, I'm really, really super, super excited. And then, then of course, today I ordered the new, well, it's not new. Again, it's not new. She does have a new mini palette. Natasha Denona, she came out with a mini palette in the Love and in the blush, but I actually bought the big palettes because I don't have them. So that is coming soon too. So we've just got a lot going on and I am here for it. But this is a special moment. I even had to put, I had like, okay, so what am I gonna wear? I was like, what do I wear? So I'm like, I'm gonna wear some, what am I gonna wear today? Cause like it's Chanel, so what are we wearing? And I'm like, I thought I can't wear a red sweater cause that'll just really, cause it's red, red, and red. Or it's a lot of like red kind of hues to it. So it's like, okay, so I can't do that. So then what can we do? And then I was like, oh, just black. Chanel is just basic, your basic black. So I'm just all for it. I love this foundation, by the way. If you guys didn't see my top favorites for 2020, this was my top foundation. I love it. It's just so beautiful. I do it with my fingers all the time. It's just such a good foundation. It's really, really good. It's just so awesome. Palette Essentielle. It actually has like a little blend. I have had this for a while. And I'm going to take a little bit of my, my Flower Beauty. I'm being not too bougie with it, but I really do love this. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Corrector and a little bit of the highlighter. I'm gonna mix it together a little bit under here just to make it help out a little bit because it's got a little red in it. And I think this is the medium palette, the Beige Clair, which is kind of like a medium kind of palette. And I'm kind of just blend that in there. See, it just kind of corrects a little bit. It kind of corrects it. You see the difference? Kind of corrects a little bit. And I'm just taking the highlighter part and I'm mixing it with the Corrector. And these like red tones for some reason just work so good with my skin because me being part Cherokee, because I got Cherokee in my blood, it definitely just helps it out a little bit. Now I'm gonna take the actual concealer part, I'm gonna dab into that, and it's like a little, it's kind of creamy, but it's not super over the top. And it just like does such a beautiful job. And I looked to see if they still sell these because, you know, it's been so, I've had this forever and I didn't know if they still sell them or not, and they still sell them. And I was like, okay, well, that's great. I'm all for that. Okay, just a little bit more. Over here, I'm gonna take just a little bit more. Just get that red, I've got that red spot always. This is from, you know, red spots here, here, and here, and here are from past acne. When I was young, I had very, very bad acne. And my skin was very dry then too, but I thought I was very oily. And I would dry my skin out so bad because I would use like ivory, and the dermatologist would just tell me to use whatever, because this is like late 80s or whatever. And it would go out in the sun, and I mean, they would just tell you all kinds of stuff in the 80s. I mean, they didn't really have the technology and everything that they have now. And I would, and it just would never go away. But I got a lot of scarring from real cystic acne in there, or I did. And when I was younger, I started using alpha hydroxys, because alpha hydroxys came out around 91, 92. And I started using those in serums, and the serums and the alpha hydroxys and all of them. I started using what I call older, mature products at a younger age, and it sped up my skin coloration. And so it helped get rid of all of that. So I was very lucky because I had really deep, deep embedded scars from it, from picking them and trying to squeeze them and everything, because it was really bad in high school. If you ever see anybody in high school that I used to go to high school with, they would tell you, because it was, my skin got kind of bad there for a while. Okay, so I'm gonna do the e.l.f. So we were we're throwing a little you know, something a little bit economy in here somewhere, because Chanel is not economy, that's for sure. Oh, it's just so awesome. I'm so excited. I can't wait to try this blush and this highlighter. Oh my God, it is gorgeous. I've seen so many people use it, and it's just, I've seen so many that's bought it, and it's just absolutely stunning. But yeah, that's good. Okay, awesome. So let's just set a little powder real quick. So I'm gonna use my Chanel in the Beige. I think it's the Beige number 50. And it's a pressed powder, and it's like a sheer powder. It's not anything over the top. So it's not like a real, and it's got like a glow to it, a little bit of a radiance. So if you wanted more of a matte powder, this would not be. They have another powder, their original in a loose, and it's a little bit better. If you want more of like a matte, or a little bit more of a sheer matte look to it. But I really, really do love this powder. This powder is so beautiful. It's just such a beautiful powder. I'm gonna set that up a little bit too. A little bit over. And just do it a little bit over. So I like to use my puff more than I like to use my, my brush. I can't get it out because I'm so excited. Be able to do luxury makeup like 24/7. It would be like the coolest thing to me. But I just can't afford to do luxury makeup all the time. But when I treat myself to do this, it's a big deal to me. So I'm just get really excited about it. So I'm like a kid when it comes to makeup anyway. I'm always like that when new stuff comes out at the counters or whatever. It's just something that I really, really love, and I just really enjoy. So, anyway, getting back to the makeup, so we can get on with the good stuff. So it's like a little bit, I'm gonna do a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury contour one. I have a Chanel bronzer in Sunset. I'm gonna use a little bit of that later, but I just was gonna take a little bit of this on the back of my hand. A lot of product comes out, so you just have to be very, very careful with it, and you just don't wanna go super crazy with it. So I'm gonna take my Morphe E48 brush, and I'm gonna tap into it. I'm just gonna take a little bit. Right above it. A dream. If you're looking for a contour, but you don't want to do anything like a powder like some of the YouTubers use, like a lot of the really harsh contour powders, it is just so, so, so awesome. Now, I used to have these Chanel, it used to be the cream bronzer, the Soleil Bronze. I think that's the name of it. It's in the cream. It's in the little, that everybody was raving about. They absolutely loved it. And now they've reformulated and changed it, so it's a little bit different. However, when I bought it, it's very, very yellow on me. Like it looks very yellow because a lot of the Chanel bronzers are very yellow-like, and it was very yellow on me, and I just did not like it. And it didn't even show up on my skin at all. Like it looked like nothing on my skin. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Sunset. And actually Sunset, I could actually probably go just a little bit more on the redder side with this. It's just still a little yellowish. But I mean, I love it. It smells so good. All of the Chanel products smell good. If you do not like fragrance, you will not like Chanel. Or Dior. Dior's got a lot. Well, I won't say a lot, but they have a beautiful, clean smell to them. I'm gonna take just a little bit more here. You can tell that I've been bringing my sunscreen down on my neck, which I don't like doing too much because it breaks my neck out because of shaving, because it gets irritated. But the rest of my body, it gets my body just dark. Sweet, just a little bit under there. Yep, now we're all ready for the blush and all that, but I'm gonna do eyes and stuff first. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna step off for just a minute and go ahead and do my brows real quick, and then and do I gotta do a little coat of mascara, and I'll be right back, and then we can get started on the eyeshadow first, okay? Be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I did a little bit of my Bois de Chanel brow, which is my favorite brow pencil. If you guys have not followed me, you know I love this brow pencil. Something about it is just so creamy and wonderful. I love this. I did a little bit of the Urban Decay, the 24/7. I did it in the shade 0. I did a little bit of tight line up in there. And I did a coat of the Grandiose Extreme Mascara, an oldie but goodie. Haven't played with this in a while, and I thought I'd bring it out because it's a little French and a little luxury to go with that. And I just a little bit of Rare Beauty lip balm on my lips because my lips are a little dry. And I think the lipstick that we are going to be using is going to be matte. I also set with just a little bit of the Meteorites in the Guerlain. I think it's in the Doré Golden. I'd gotten this in a haul not too long ago, and I did it in that, and I just kind of set it to give this beautiful look to the skin, because it gives like a matte but a luminous matte kind of finish to the skin, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be too super glowy because I wanted the highlight to kind of stand out. I sprayed just the sides of my face a little bit with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and I think that's about it. So we're ready to start on my eyes. So let's open up our goodie bag. I'm so excited. Oh, backwards, because we got the seal on the front. I love these little bags that Chanel sends. I love the little boxes and stuff they send too. Oh, it's just so pretty. See, look. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, so let me take out the goodies. Let's take out the goodies first. Because it's got, so we have the blush. We have the blush. Look at that box. Oh my God, you just want to oh my God, the Chanel, some of the packaging is just extraordinary. The Ombre, the eyeshadow. This is the Rouge Allure Velvet in 257 and the Rouge Triumphal, Trioful or something like that. And then I got another Chanel Bois de Brow because I've been going through it so much that I figured that I might need to get another one because I may be going out of it soon because it's my favorite. And then they sent me a little mini of the Bioface. I'm excited. Let's dig into the good stuff. So first of all, let's open up the eyeshadows. So together, I'm so excited. So, I mean, of course, you know, it comes in the traditional bougie Chanel little thing. I never, you know what? I really wish I would keep these, but I never keep them. I never keep them because they get in my way and I just can't. I know that you're not supposed to, but of course, the traditional Chanel packaging. And this is the Les Four Ombres Multi-Effect Quadro eyeshadow. It's in 362 Candor Provocation. I know I'm butchering up the French. So if anybody else is French, I know that I'm butchering this up, but I'm trying to be bougie. But see, there you go. Let me take off the sleeve so you can see the colors a little bit better. Oh, I just messed it up. Oh no. But looks like that. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I thought these would be so beautiful because the spring, so this is the thing. I found out about the spring collection. So the blush has 2 eyeshadows, and I want to say the lipsticks are kind of like, they're doing the lipsticks and the blush here. The eyeshadows are in Europe. So they didn't release the eyeshadows in the US, they just released them in Europe. So the eyeshadows are the only thing they came out with really pretty much is the blush. Everything else is just some of the lipsticks maybe a little bit. They came out with so many different lipstick colors. They really didn't need to come out with any lipstick, really. But I mean, they do have this Lion collection. This is part of the it's the Lion collection. It's like Chanel's was a Leo, and so there's like 3 lipsticks in a thing, and then you can also buy them separate. And I bought one of them. I mean, I might have bought one of them, or there was like 5, and there was 3 in a thing, and I can't remember. But I was like, but it's really pretty. So that is that. So now we're gonna open up the Fleur De Printemps, and it's the blush. And this is the star of the show. It is so gorgeous. It's a duo blush, and of course you have your typical Chanel blush brush on the top, and then you have your typical Chanel brush. And then look at that. Oh my God. Isn't that beautiful? That is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love it. That is so pretty. Okay, so we are ready to start with the product. So I wanted to go over, so the eyeshadow is in a 4 quad, and I'm going to swatch it for you guys. If I can try to swatch it. I'm gonna swatch what they look like. From light, this is the lighter color. This is the one beside of it. Then this is the darker one, and then this is the brown that's in the palette. And then let me go over and swatch the blush. It's so beautiful. I don't want to mess up the print on it. It's so pretty. So let me figure, I'm trying to figure out where I could put it where you guys can see it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the, ooh, it's very silky, very, very silky. It's actually not pinky. It's like more of a corally kind of peachy color. Ooh, the highlighter is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? That is the highlighter. You can see it. And then that's the blush. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, I can't wait to get this on my face. I'm so excited. And then this is the lipstick. Of course, you press the top of the Chanel, and then they pop out on the top. And that's the lipstick color, and it's so beautiful. See, isn't it beautiful? It's such a beautiful, it's almost like a blue-red. I wanted something kind of almost neutrally blue-red color. That is so beautiful. I can't wait to put this on. I'm excited for. I'm excited for a Chanel red brush. We're pulling out Scott Barnes. It's special, you know, when I pull out Scott Barnes, you know that. So it's like, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the brown first. Tap off a little bit of the brown, and let's go right into the crease. Kind of build it up, and it does look like the brown is the only matte. So it is the only matte. The rest of them are a little bit more on the shimmery side. Some people probably, but it's a real big deal to me. So it's just, you know, makeup excites me. So I've always gotten excited over collections and new things and stuff like that. It just really, really means a lot to me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you wanted to use this shadow by itself, that's beautiful by itself. I mean, I'm gonna have to say, that is really, really pretty. It's brush in 62, so we're gonna go down a notch. And I'm gonna dip it in we're gonna dip it in this color here. We've done this one, we're gonna do this one now. I'm gonna tap a little bit on and just swirl right over the brown. You know, I have to kind of make, this eye for some reason is my eye that drags. This eye stays open more. So this eye is easier. This one is super, super simple to do. This eye is the one that is kind of a little more droopy for me. So I have to go up a little bit higher on it, and so I have to work with it a little bit more. If you guys have a droopy eye, you know what I'm talking about. So if you have one that's like really open and then one that's not, I have to kind of work a little harder on that one to make it look a little bit more even. More of this color here, or actually let's take a little bit of the brown, and I'm going back to my Scott Barnes 63. And let's just take a little bit under it and smoke it out a little bit. Give it a little underneath. Kind of connect the two. Yeah. And then take a little bit of the second color above it And we're gonna go up and over top of the brown. Just like that, just to kind of give it like a soft smoke look to it. A little bit. There's not a lot of fallout either, so I'm not seeing a lot of fallout, which is good. That's a good thing. I was expecting to have a lot more fallout because I wasn't sure to expect what was Chanel eyeshadows, and I'm sure each eyeshadow quad that they have is different, but so far this one is not doing a lot of fallout. I'm really surprised. So far so good. So I'm gonna take, now we're gonna take the darker berry shade, more that mauve shade, and I'm gonna go in here. Just kind of accent this a little bit more here. Out. Oh, it's so beautiful. And just kind of go backwards and forwards a little bit more. I'm gonna kind of take it and maybe just deepen up that crease a little bit more. Maybe up just a little bit higher. And remember, this one's a droopy one. I'm really, you know, not shocked, but just a little surprised. They just looked a little bit more dramatic in the compact, but they look really pretty. And I'm taking just a little bit more of my, concealer in my Corrector compact, and I'm just gonna go up under it and just blend that out a little bit, just to give it a little soft diffusion, because I don't want it to be crazy. But yeah, it almost looks kind of, they almost look like a little bronzy, actually. They don't, I mean, like, they're not as berry as they look in the compact, or not on me anyway. They look a little bit almost, I don't want to say coral, but they just look more bronzy like. I'm gonna take a little bit of the lighter shade. We're gonna take the lighter one now. And I'm just gonna blend that together, so you don't see any lines. Okay, so now let's see what this does on its own. I'm gonna dig in a little bit more. I think it's got a little bit of, so I'm gonna take it with my finger. I'm gonna press in a little bit more. And I just wanted to press a little bit more right here on the lid. I know it's not like a super metallic because it's very, very soft, but that's pretty. Yeah, that works. I mean, it's like, it's not over the top, shiny or anything. You could actually do, I'm gonna do a little bit of the highlighter probably in my corners, but yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, it's really pretty. Look, I would probably do something similar, like a softer pink or maybe a rose desert pink with this look. I probably wouldn't do a red lipstick, but since we are doing a red lipstick, I'm not gonna do a lot of eye stuff, because then it'll just be over the top. And I want it to be very pretty. This mascara, you guys can see the brush. It's like I think it took about 5 engineers to develop this particular wand, and you can curve it any way you want to fit your eye, so it fits up underneath. And it is just such a good mascara. It is really awesome. It's very underrated. This is the Extreme. They have the original one, which is more of a it's got more of a wide angle effect. It's a little bit, it makes the lashes look more fluttery, like the new Adole, the Lash Adole. But this one is just really great. Mascara, Lancome mascaras are just, they just work the best on me. I don't know why. It's just, and I did used to work for the company. I did, but I used to work for the company, but it doesn't mean anything. I'm not being biased. It's just, they just work well for me. They may not work for everybody, but most of their mascaras work really well for me. Better, much better. I'm using the Lancome Nude Silk. I think it's Nude Silk is the name of it. Nude Silk Waterproof, and I'm using it on the inside of my eye. It just makes it look more natural and just gives it more of that light look to it. That's really pretty. Now you could take this in the inside or do a more of a brown or a black in the inside and make it look really dramatic. But I wanted to take away a little bit of the eye, so when we did the lips, it would look better. So we're gonna do the blush last, because I'm gonna do the red lipstick next. So let's do that next. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my Huda Beauty contour in, it's in Bombshell. color is such a good, this is such a great universal color, that Bombshell. It's really great. I don't like using a red lip liner. When I do red lipsticks, I like to use more of a brown or something more nude and more neutral. I don't like a lot because I just feel like it's just red on top of red. Only if you're gonna do it and wanna really fill your lips in with a liner to help it stay on a lot better, but I'm not planning on doing that today, so I'm actually going to do this because it is a Chanel, and normally, typically, I would just take it and swipe it, but I'm actually gonna use my Lexus Vogel lip brush. I'm actually gonna take my lip brush and dip into the product. So that's what it looks like. Okay, what do you guys think? Make my teeth look really white. I really can see why people really like Chanel red lipsticks. They feel very creamy. They're very creamy and very pretty. I really like it. It's a beautiful color. Very pretty. Makes me want to push my lips together because they feel so good. Makes my eyes look so good. I love it. Okay, now we get to do the blush. So I'm so excited. So we're like, time for the blush, time for the blush. Okay, so let me do my Alexis Vogel. Or, no, I'm sorry, let's do that one. Let's do, yeah, let's do the Lexus. I'll do my Lexus Vogel. We'll do it. I'm gonna do my Morphe brush. I have a Lexus Vogel brush just like it. I'm gonna dip into the blush. Take a little bit of here. Oh yeah, that is so pretty. Oh my God. This is gorgeous. Oh, I'm in love. Oh my God, this is a Chanel orgasm. Oh my God. It's like, yes, 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 and yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at this beautiful, it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. It is worth $70. I say that a $70 blush would be like $70. You're like, what? Not a $70 blush. I just like to go around the edges. I like to add a little color. I'm like Wayne Goss. Me and him have that in common. We love to do, I like a little blush. Very 80-ish, 90-ish to the skin. I learned that from Victoria Jackson, I think it was believed. She used to be a big Hollywood makeup back in the early 90s, late 80s. And I love her. She's so great. She's like Pat McGrath and Kevin Aquan for me, and some of these really great makeup artists that really taught me a lot. Because I had people, I had magazines and books to teach me how to do makeup, because at the time there was no men in the area that I was in to do makeup. So men weren't doing it then. So then in order to learn anything, you had to kind of learn on your own. So it was kind of different. So now I'm gonna take my Scott Barnes number 66 brush. It's like a fan, and I'm gonna dip it into the beautiful highlighter. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, are you seeing this? Oh my God, that's so pretty. And you know I'm gonna douse myself in it because that's the only way I go. That's the way I go. That's the way I rock it. It's just, you know, we just have to go there. Oh wow, it's so pretty. Oh, wow. That is just stunning. Stunning. Okay, so let's see what it looks like in the inner corners, because we want to do that a little bit. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the highlighter, roll my brush around in it. Yep. Yep, it does. It does it really well. It's just very subtle like though. It's still not super crazy, but it's still definitely can use it in your inner corners too. Definitely. Spray. I'm gonna take a little bit. I buy a lot of these little minis. Is that because the okay? So I bought 2 big ones. Okay, each time I bought the big one, and I bought it from Charlotte Tilbury, it leaked in the box. So when it came, it was empty. So it was all over the box. So I got tired of buying the big ones, and now I just buy the little ones because you know, unless I'm gonna be in store, unless I'm gonna be in Sephora to buy it actually in person, because every time I buy it, they leak, and then I have to call the company, and they have to send me an. I just got tired of it, and now I just do the small ones. That's just beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay, guys, well, what do you think? Up close, wow. It's just stunning. It's just such a beautiful blush color. It's like you just can't go wrong with it. It's just so pretty. I feel like I just want to keep putting it on. I'm like, God, I just want to put more of it on. I'm like, more blush, please. And I'm not a blush person. I don't really like blush, but a lot. I'm not a big blush person, but dang, this color is just, it's like a pinky, peachy, perfect. It's just perfect. It's just a beautiful color. I love this. This is great. I'm loving it already. This and this tube. I really like the eyeshadow. It's very pretty. It's not very dramatic at all. It's very soft. I mean, I'm sure you could really drama it up if you wanted to do some black liner or brown liner or really smoke it out. But I mean, it's just really beautiful. With the red lips, I just don't want it to be too much because I already feel like it's a lot. And the lipstick feels, I mean, amazing. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if these are limited edition or not. I'll leave them down below, but I think these are limited edition too. So I think, because this is part of the Lion collection, like I said, but it's just beautiful. It's just such a beautiful collection. I really love it. I love the lipstick. I love the way my skin looks. It feels so good with all the products together. It just looks so beautiful and so stunning. So I'm really happy with it. So I'm so glad I have my first Chanel blush. Yay! So I'm de-virginized Chanel. So now I have my first blush, my first compact. So I'm so excited. And my first red lipstick. So now I'm like a de-virginized Chanel victim. So anyway, I hope you guys like this review or this little overture of these products, because I'm very excited. I'm so glad that I have them. We will definitely be pulling these out again in future videos. I want to thank you so much for dropping in. Make sure you click like and subscribe, because when you like, it really helps a lot when you like. I mean, people view, but they forget to like. So if you like, that definitely really helps. Definitely make sure you subscribe, because that would definitely support me and it would mean a lot to me. If you like my material and you like me, definitely click like and subscribe. It definitely means a lot. Also, I'm on Instagram. Don't forget, if you want to, all my information is down below in the little box. And you can click on it and you can actually link backwards and forward so that we can keep up with everything that I'm getting ready to do with, especially the new J.Lo. I'm going to do a 30-day challenge, and I'll be doing a lot of this stuff on Instagram. So definitely link me to that if you're not already on there, or if you linked over and came to this, then thanks for coming over. I appreciate it. So anyway, thanks for dropping by. Hope you guys have a good rest of the evening. I'm so excited. So anyway, take care. Have a good rest of the day, and we will see you again soon. So bye.